I just want to invite another star from the show. This is Ayda Aksel. Could you come on down to the stage, please? Thank you. Thanks for joining us. Now, your character, Azize Aslanbey, Azize Aslanbey. Now, this is a bit of a change from the usual format because it's a very powerful woman. She's very in charge. She's running the show. Tell us about the character and what it means to you.
Azize çok ilginç bir şekilde. Usually audiences are used to see a male character in dramas being powerful and leader. They are not used to see a woman being that powerful, so it was different to the audience. And she's showing her evil side. And well, my first thought, I usually started in Western series, and I've never been on a story that went on the eastern part of Turkey, and I thought that it wouldn't suit me. But then Banu believed in me, and I said to myself, if she believes in me, I should be in that TV series. And I entered it, and now I can see that women are surprised to see such a character, and they usually say, I love to hate you, actually. That's why they like me, they like the character.
Fantastic. I've got another question from the floor for you. I've just been told that the script is actually written by 5 women. So how do you think that changes the characterization and the way that the roles of women have been defined?
Well, undoubtedly, they do analyze the character very well. They know a lot about women. They know the evil inside women. So that's why it's a very successful character. And I get very excited waiting for the scenario and the story coming to me. I can keep up, and I say to myself, what's going to happen now?
Ebru, maybe you could tell us a little about your character. I think it's called Reyyan. Tell us a little bit about her and why the audience loves her so much, please.
Well, what makes Reyyan so lovable is because she's squeezed between her own feelings and the cultural norms that exist in that geography. She has her own dreams, but it's a difficult path to follow. And the story is developing in a very difficult geography. She's having her own struggles, and she wants to write her own story, a magical story. She has a very naive character, she has naive feelings, and she has this innocence in herself. And she's struggling for her love. And Reyyan is like the daughter and sister and daughter-in-law of all kinds of families. That's why she's that much loved by the audience.
And I understand that the necklace you're wearing has a story behind it. Can you tell us what that is?
Well, the necklace that I'm wearing is actually from that region. The region is a Syriac region, and this is a Syrian evil eye necklace. It's actually the tradition of Christians. It's claimed that these 2 holes protect the people from the evil eye, and it brings good energy to people. That's why the people in that region wear it.
My next question is for Akin. Thank you for waiting so patiently. Now, I want to hear about your character. He seems to be full of contradictions. He's crying, he's furious, he's angry. Tell us about what motivates the character and why the audience is in love with him.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for coming here and listening to us. He's Hercai. That's why, he always does the unpredictable thing. But that's who he is. I think that's the best answer that I can give. I mean, he's Hercai, and it's really amazing opportunity for an actor to go somewhere unknown, unpredictable things. Sometimes in many moments I find myself surprised with the stuff that I'm doing, and it's pretty fun.
What's the hardest bit for playing the character?
What is the most difficult part? Well, what is the most difficult part? Probably, yeah. I mean, it is, we, as our director said, we worked in, tough conditions many times, but, as a character, the hardest part being, I think, he grew up with such a strong revenge story for 27 years. And when you think about, like, I mean, growing up in such story from childhood, like, I mean, all the time, this feeling whispering in my ear, you know, that story. And this is really, yeah, whispering all the time. It is really tough. It is so dark. And this psychology, I think the most difficult part, because like it brings anger, this so strong. I mean, rage, all those feelings in pretty heightened way. Like, I mean, pretty strong. And this is difficult to carry all those emotions. But the best part is, wait a minute, please. I still have some stuff to say. But the beautiful part is the process from that point, like from that point with the love of this girl, his transformation from hate to love. Wow. That was a good way to combine.
I have just one last question for the producer. When you were putting together this project, how the recipe for success, because you have to make it a success in Turkey and also ideally a success around the world. So how do you balance those two things? And did you initially intend to make a vehicle for girl power?
Herkese merhaba, hoş geldiniz.
Well, first of all, welcome. Yes, as you said, we are 5 women being the screenwriters of this story. I am one of them, and I'm the producer of it as well. I guess, as Ayda said, well, you mentioned the evil side of the woman, but also women are the beings who live the love the best on this earth, and they reflect the love the best on this earth. And Miran is the character to be in love with, and this is the magic of the story. I believe that we live the story and we worship by living it in our bones as well, and this brings to success. And I always say love beats revenge, and we work with love, and this is the summary of our success, I believe.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.